double standard is she wants all of this thing from a man. Then as soon as a man says, okay, cool, this is what I want you to be.
He's like, no, what you mean?
Go to the gym. I can't believe you said that, Chyna.
How dare you?
How
You
dare
just
you?
make me feel so insecure. How many times have you asked to go for money for your trim?
Never.
Double standard right there, you see?
Before I do that.
What the girls get done every month by a lot of men? Nails.
No one had a problem when she body shamed me, when she spoke about my beard, but all of a sudden, as soon as I spoke about her weight, how come? And they said, oh, you're a man, you're supposed to take that. No, men, we're not supposed to take that. It is body shaming.
Welcome, guys. I am Dinalva, and today we're going to be discussing a very juicy topic. We are going to be looking into the world of double standards. What are they?
Okay, I like that, Dinalva. So my name is Chyna, I'm the man name's voice. And when we're talking about double standards, what are we talking about? We're talking about sex, we're talking about relationships, we're talking about gender, we're talking about the work. So that's what we're going to do.
Money?
Of course, money. Of course.
Alright, cool.
And a lot more than that. So I'm joined by extra 2 guests in here. So all man them gang inside. This is... Hey, spud me down, bro. Come on.
Hey, no, don't do that.
don't leave me hanging, bro. Don't leave me hanging. Come on. So, guys, seeing as how you spotted me, bro, introduce yourself, my guy.
My name's Kid. I'm a taxpayer.
Ooh, I like that.
Part of a podcast called Facts Only. Yeah, that's it, really.
And you talk facts only, yeah?
Only facts, that's it.
I heard that man them lie a lot, so I don't know about what facts you talk about.
Wow.
I'm joking. I'm playing. Relax, boys.
Then it would be straight lies only, wouldn't it?
Straight lies.
And it's not. So shout out to my bro on the right. Can you introduce yourself, my guy?
My name is Marvin, the love coach, aka Simply Marvinus. Love coach, performing artist.
Well, wait. Sorry, I don't want to stop you. Man said I'm a love coach. Like, you can't
coach.
just... What is a love coach?
Yeah,
Love
that's
coach. I
true.
help people find love and find the kind of relationships and partners they want in life.
Okay, so you know what we're going to do? Wait, we're going to come back to that because I don't want to take us away from what we're doing. So we're going to watch a quick clip and then, we're going to come back to the love coach. We'll hold on to that one.
5'9.5".
And how much do you weigh?
It doesn't matter how tall I am.
Oh, I asked how much do you weigh?
No, I'm not.
How much do you weigh? How much do you called into a size show, ma'am? Every other caller could devolve.
Let me back
You
up.
want-
Let me back up a little bit.
How much do you weigh?
Can I back up a little bit?
She's a well.
Yeah, you can back up.
Back up.
This is gonna be
How can you say back up like that?
Wait, first, before we even go any further, I wanted to say R.I.P. the Godfather, Kevin Samuels, man. Nah. R.I.P. the Godfather, man.
They killed him, but we're not gonna get into that.
Oh, well, wow, that's okay.
Okay, that's a
The
whole lot of
But R.I.P. the Godfather. I'll be real, like I've had comparisons to Kevin Samuels. I always say that's disrespectful to him because I'm nothing like Kevin Samuels. But
Oh, then it's not humble. That's sweet.
No, just because I'm not. But what I will say is, like, prior to getting into this space, he was not a few people other, but I didn't watch podcasts. I'm one of those person. He was someone I used to watch. So obviously when he went,
I never watched none of these. It's all nonsense.
One
But-
observation I'll say is that you care as well. Yeah, he cared about people and you care also.
Oh, I love that, bro, man. Come on,
He don't care about nobody.
Oh, don't be doing this.
Right, man.
Oh,
What
this
is
is what I'm saying.
He don't care about baby mothers.
No. Oh.
Yo, that's what. I need to do the 5 first steps. I said it
I do.
again.
No, I got love for baby. Don't do that. I got love for baby mamas. I'm just not going to be a stepdad. What's wrong with that?
Right.
That's fine.
Right. So
Okay,
cool.
but- okay.
Let's get on to the topic in question. So essentially, the situation is she said that size does matter or doesn't matter. Oh, no, she said that her size doesn't matter. And then Kevin Samuels asked her how much she weighs. That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. And the double standard there is, I already know what it is, but I want to see if the man them want to say it because I know you guys get so annoyed about this one, especially you, Chyna. Go on. What's the double standard with this situation?
What I would say is, why wouldn't she say how much she weighed? What's the problem? It was a simple question.
I guess maybe she might have been a bit shy about her weight.
Because she was a whale.
Don't speak like that.
I mean, okay, all
Trying
right.
to get cancelled.
I'm not.
Okay, and so why would that be a double standard? Why is that a problem? Why is that a problem?
Okay, so I'll talk about that video, right? Like men are continuously shamed. Men are shamed, height shame. One of the things that men are height shamed. Okay.
Height. Mm-hmm.
When we speak about body shame, in actual fact, there's a clip of me. I did a podcast. Shout out to Sinners Podcast, all my people's though. Shout out to them. We're gonna get them on them. But we did a podcast on a woman. She started coming at my beard. Pause. No Diddy. No Diddy. Hey. Wow.
coming
Wow,
at the beard
she
and
was
that.
disrespecting my beard. Okay, let me reiterate. And and I'm gonna keep it real. She was an overweight woman and she was quite large. So when she did that, I simply just said, "Oh, I find it quite disrespectful that you're doing that when you're basically calling Miss
Okay.
Piggy." Yeah, I mean, but when I spoke about her weight, all of a sudden, all the women in the room started jumping at me and said, "Oh my God, I can't believe you spoke about her weight. Oh, you're body shaming her." But I said, hold on a second. No one had a problem when she body shamed me, when she spoke about my beard. But all of a sudden, as soon as I spoke about her weight, how come? And they said, "Oh, you're a man, you're supposed to take that." No, men, we're not supposed to take that. It is body shaming. Body shaming is all wrong, but men are being conditioned that we need to accept abuse from women. And when now, red pill spaces, as you say, when men are saying to other men, actually, no, you don't deserve that. You deserve better, okay? You don't deserve to be spoken to like you're nothing. You don't deserve that for women. And if they do, you can clap back. And when you do, all of a sudden women say, "Oh, but you shouldn't do that." And this is equality. This is what feminism was fought for. So that's a clear double standard.
Okay, that is a clear double standard, I think. What do you reckon? Is body shaming a double standard that we women kind of like try to take advantage of, being like, "You can't talk to me, I get insecure." But men have to be like, "Look at you, look at your beard, look at your hairline."
When it comes to body shaming, obviously, I'm probably the shortest person in the room right now. I think it boils down to a bit of insecurity as well, because I'm secure in myself. I've had women that are tall, women that are short, my height, tall or whatever. It doesn't really affect me in a certain way, because I've got friends that are my height as well. And they're like, "Bro, how do you move? How are you like that?" I'm just like, I'm confident who I am. It doesn't bother me in them aspects. So in regards to, like, for example, like a woman that you might class as overweight, obviously she will look at me and be like, "You can't handle me." But I'm going to be like, "I can." I can. And I want to prove a point now.
So he definitely doesn't shame over body.
But I think
he's got points to prove.
No, this is not so much about how you feel as yourself, being a confident person.
It's about how acceptable it is.
So no, this is more about how women speak about short men.
Yeah, but just another thing. So
Oh yeah,
Do you get me? So
Yeah.
you're strong. No, you're a confident man.
But if you weren't,
But a lot of men aren't, so they have to hear women say, "Oh, you hear all the jokes
you hear
about
on the
short
line,
men,
yeah,
the
yeah,
types of."
yeah.
Do you get
Yeah,
me?
you do.
So, but you can't change your height, okay? I can't change whether
But I can.
the fact
There's things I can do, but I'm not gonna.
there's a
Well,
Romanian leg lift.
Okay. Apart from now, which is dangerous, and to be honest with you, before you spend 160 bags, whatever it is, trying to change your knees, just go buy a supercar. I promise you'll have a better effect.
True.
I promise you, do not waste money trying to get taller. Just go out, buy a supercar, and it'll have a way better effect than, because man, them with your height will be like, "Bro, what did you think we was living? What type of life Trust me, the life ain't all too good over here, bro. It's cool. You know what I'm saying to you. But I was just trying to say,
How should men deal with it and stuff?
because the double standard is, the double standard is that you can't change your height, okay? I can't change my beard, okay? All right? But most of the time, unless it's a medical case, which for people that suffer medical case with their weight, we would never ever speak about them. But that's a small proportion of people, okay? You can change your weight, all right? All right? So when the double standards, women can speak about, "I don't want a broke man, I don't want all these things." But as soon as a man says, "Okay, cool, I don't want a woman that's slept around," all of a sudden you're body shaming. No, that's not body shaming. That is a preference and standard that I have for myself that many women may fall short of, and because you fall short of it, all of a sudden you want to tell me that that's misogynistic, but it's not. It's just a standard and a preference I have for myself.
Yeah. So it's true. There are double standards in terms of women being able to voice their standards a bit louder and more ruthlessly. That's true. And in terms of image as well, we tend to be a bit more pampered and shouted, like, "Oh my God, you accused her, you said you did. It's true. Marvin, as a love coach, obviously you see a lot for us. Please tell me, what are other kind of like double standards that you kind of can think of that is nothing to do with, for example, the body shaming side of things, but that they are there actually for a reason, and that they should be there. Even if people want to complain, they need to be there. Can you think of something like this?
I feel like household roles.
Okay.
There's a lot of pushback nowadays as far as women doing certain things because of their gender, but when it comes to taking the rubbish out, almost every man on the planet in a serious relationship knows that you need to be taking that rubbish outside. You know, it's very, very few women are going to accept a man who's not going to take the rubbish out.
But why is rubbish such a big thing?
I didn't know about that one. I take the rubbish out.
No, but it's a big thing. I used to hate doing that at my mum's house, man.
Oh,
My
is that
partner
really
my
a
partner takes
thing?
rubbish out though.
Huh?
My partner.
What, the woman takes it out of your house? Bro.
Yeah,
But it's
there
not-
are some
You
that
must be a
do.
boss.
There are some that do.
Because certain women will say to me, if I have to take out the rubbish, then what's the point of having a man?
Really?
Yeah.
Is that
I've heard
really
that. I've
real?
heard that.
I've never taken advantage of this. I've been missing out.
Nah. I mean,
That's the thing, men know this, so
you have to take the
advantage
rubbish.
of
If
it.
you don't take out the rubbish, basically, she'll be like, the one thing I asked you, it's not the one thing she asked you to do, but
Yeah, but-
it's going to be the one thing she remembers she asked you to do. The one, you don't want to do that, so what's the point of having you around?
If it's full and I see it, I'll take it out. If it's full and she sees it, she takes it out.
Yeah.
Fair,
So that was
cool.
my mindset, right? I remember one particular relationship where I was like, what's your problem? We see something he's doing, we do it, we take care of it. No one's leaving anything for anybody. And then there was a moment where I thought, you know what? This woman's going to be potentially carrying my children, and I can't carry this bin outside. And
Fair.
when that penny dropped, then I was like, yeah, as soon as I saw the rubbish bag thing, I was taking it outside efficiently. Expeditiously. even.
But why does it need to be there? Because to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at people now differently because no one's taken the rubbish out for me ever, guys. But why is that needed? Why is that actually something?
I feel like there's just different ways that each gender feels loved, and we feel loved differently. And so there's a lot of double standards because we try to make ourselves the same where we're not the same. We're so similar but so different. And
Facts.
the more we accept we are different, the better we can love each other.
In a current time where they're trying to blur the lines on what we are as individuals, right? We don't have to go into the specifics, but how can someone be their true self when people continue to tell you that, and they're trying to blur the lines of what it is?
I feel like we have to just be strong in who we are, and we can't be dictated to. Like, I know I was born and raised a man, so I don't need anyone to come and tell me I'm a cis man. Whatever terminology they want to use, I was a man. It's like, if you want to create a terminology for yourself, that's fine. Feel free. I'm a man. That's it. And I feel like everyone just needs to own their truth and own the responsibility that comes with their truth. So there's going to be difficulties and strengths that
What
come
are the
with that.
strengths? Give me a double standard that benefits men. Actually, let's stop talking about the girls like they're the only ones. that benefit.
Sleeping around. So
Look at you double standards. That showers
That's
all
a
of
big
you.
one. That
It's
is
a big one.
one.
It's the one that benefit, and it's one that women hate. It's one that women.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
when I
a
say
big
sleeping
one.
around, okay, so when we speak about, so a man that sleeps with a lot of women, he's a stud. A woman that sleeps with a lot of men, she's a
shower.
a shower. Yeah,
Let's
she's a
be
304. She's a 304. Now, as much as you've had, people like Amber Rose, Slut Walk, and they try to, normalize it. But as you can clearly see, Amber Rose, with the things she's been saying recently, how it's worked out for her. She's completely complaining about the life that she's had, and she basically keeps speaking about Kanye, which is basically how many years ago. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. You try to empower a bunch of young women to call themselves sluts and hoes just because you was doing it, but ultimately, no one wants their daughter to be known as that, and no women really wants to be known as that. And women are a lot more critical of other women. You know what I'm saying? A lot more harsher than men. Men are full of simps and betas males. So I think, sleeping around. So, and one of the reasons why, and kid, I'm going to ask you something on this in a second. One of the reasons why the difference is because women, the saying, men control access to relationships, marriage, and women control access to sex. And, the fact that you have to, this is one of the, we put the onus on women and they don't like it is because you are the prize, okay? Let me explain to you. Women are the prize, Women have always been the prize, okay? You are the prize. We used to have to go to war for you, okay? We used just the smell of your handkerchief would make man go to battle. The two guys would come, and then your father would send them on a quest to go fight dragons.
Yeah, but you know,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is what we used to have to do.
We're the ones that get dowry for us and
for the
all
fair
that.
maiden. We will pay her a dowry. This is because you was the prize. You was always the prize.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when the prize is played with by a lot of people and the rappers open up continuously? What happens? It doesn't. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So ultimately, because you control it, you control who has access to it. So in order for a man to sleep with 10 women, let's say 10 quality women, even 10 women, let's just say 10 quality women, there needs to be something about this man. He needs to have good looks, okay? He needs to have status. He needs to have money. He needs to have something height. He needs to have something that women consider to be attractive, okay? All right, cool. In order for you to sleep with 10 men, you're attractive women, you're doing your stuff. All you have to do is literally and tell men that you want to sleep, and men will do it.
No,
do you understand?
it's true.
So something that comes hard for us that we acquire actually makes us something. So women know that he's a good bad guy. I want him, but if you do that, well, like, rah, she's loose. She can't close her legs.
Yeah,
and
because he sees you and you got a poor
and
filtering
that is
system.
and that is a clear double standard. Yo, kid.
True.
For
This
example,
one definitely looks like he's a bit naughty.
Nah, do you know what it is?
You remember when he was talking about, if you tell me I can't handle you, I'll handle you for my ego. But
Like, for example, social media now, like city girls. I hate talking about them.
No, talk about it, man.
Sexy Red. Yeah.
I like Sexy Red.
I
So do I.
despise Sexy Red.
But why do we like her?
Because you know, I'm just trying to ask.
What do you mean you like
I don't
her?
want to take it
Like
away
her
from you,
music,
bro. I don't even.
or what she looks like.
I don't even know. 'Cause
Whichever, it's a red flag on both of y'all.
No, you know what? She just dropped that video recently, and it just because it was an onus back to the two. There's something.
She's got sex appeal, and I like her attitude.
There's something authentic about, and it's weird because I don't like these girls. Like, in actual fact, I should even Sweetie and all.
Wow, is that really true? You
should-
think Sexy Red is kind of sexy?
Yeah.
She's got sex appeal. I don't think she's sexy. She's got
For
sex appeal.
real.
Jesus, that looks like somebody that did not shower and literally just walked off from one,
I don't-
did one walk
I
of
think
shame,
look, my thing
and then
is-
listen to her music, and then you guys are talking about girls being the problem. You find that set.
I'm not.
So you tap that.
No, you're missing what I'm trying to say to you. You're missing what I'm trying to say to you.
would
That's
too.
an interesting question.
You would
I
go.
said she got sex appeal.
What was trying to say is, I was just.
I can't make this up, brother
Boy.
Kevin. Come and talk
And
to your
her
bedrooms.
attitude towards life, I like the way she moves.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
How
I don't
does she move?
like. She just don't give a hell. Like give a heck. I don't want to swear.
Is that sexy?
The
Maybe I
way
need
she
to do
does it,
that
yeah.
more.
Not for every girl. Certain girls do it. and
Yeah,
it's like,
but I wouldn't want my woman acting the way she does.
no, neither would
But
I.
then it's an issue then because you wouldn't
That's
want
part of
your
the
woman.
double standards.
But would you date?
Yeah, but
Sexy
it's like-
Red? So let's say seriously or not seriously.
Bro,
Would
Drake's
you date her
Drake's
in
buying the
any
Chanel
capacity?
bags left, right, and
Not
center. He's
seriously.
loving it. But some men love that type of woman. I have to be honest. Some of my brethren love a hood girl. They love it. They can't. They hate
No,
uptown
but she's
girl.
not just a hood girl.
No,
It's
that's the thing,
like,
man. Don't disrespect the hood girls.
No,
man.
no.
Hood girls are queens, bro.
No, but you're missing. No, but she essentially is a demographic of women that follow her, that aspire to, you get me, that identify with her.
yeah.
If not, she would not be as successful as she is. And that's because for some people, they like to see a real person that they can identify that could be like them, that's been successful. And a lot of
Damn.
us, up until now, have seen polished versions of people that did not represent what people look like. And I'm not, one of the things we got to do here is, even if I don't like it, I need to understand why people like it. And you can't demonize something just because you don't get it.
I've got a new double standard. Men can screw dogs and not be judged for it. But if you screw a very disgusting man as a woman, you'll be judged like, yuck, what is wrong with
Because
you?
you control who goes into your body.
But still,
There's
Yeah.
no but still. You
that
control.
is the reason why. That is the reason why. Also, that double standard that potentially needs to be adjusted, because that's part of the
Why
reason
didn't
why
you pick
people
up- why didn't-
kind
why-
of. If listen, I would
Why did
never
you pick
know.
a dog?
That's you guys. I'm
No,
talking about.
you
Because it's disgusting, some
How
of the
can it be
stuff that this
adjusted,
person
though?
is doing. And I'll tell you why. Because this is the same thing that people be sitting here and saying, oh, women have done this and women need to learn this and this. And then y'all are enjoying looking at somebody like that. It's like you probably need to kind of check your mind and be like, should I really find that attractive? If I do, that I maybe need to, deal with something with myself. Because that's what she represents as a woman. I'm not gonna lie. Even the music that she makes is very much. She is a very dirty person. Probably, I don't mean to be the person to judge, but as a girl, I kind of know she probably gets barebacked a lot. So doesn't that kind of like scare you? Doesn't that scare you?
Oh my!
Do you
No.
disagree? Do you think Sexyy
Doesn't
Red
that
would disagree
scare
with
you?
that
Well, she just had a baby, so she definitely
she's
got
still,
bare.
she's still in control though.
She just had a baby and she's outside, so she is,
But
having.
she's still in control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
whether she makes bad music or she portrays her
I'm
image
just
a certain
saying.
way, she's still
I
in
know, but I'm
control.
saying you guys are
I
mad.
feel a double standard. What we're doing now with Sexyy Red is we allow men to get away with so much when it comes to music.
Yeah.
So
And to be fair, I'm even judging her for
and
being
listen,
loose.
all I'm simply saying is she's authentic self and she has an audience for it. I'm not gonna come and say, oh my god, this new music the kids are dropping is so. No, I'm like, listen, it's not my thing, but I can understand. Why it's successful. Like the problem, what happens with people is, do you know when you become old? I'll tell you when you become old.
When you start getting comfortable.
No, when you stop willing to learn new things. And
Yeah.
understand. So the moment you don't understand why Sexyy Red is here is the moment where you've turned into your parents. And do you remember
Let
when
me
that?
be old.
No, but I'm saying, do you remember when you used to try to tell your parents, "Oh, mom, about this new thing," and they was like, "What are you talking about?" You've become that person because I'm trying to tell you why Sexyy Red exists, and you're like, "Oh, da da da," but she's not going nowhere.
On that
But
same,
she's a.
go on.
Sorry, bro.
No, on that same page of Sexyy Red, obviously I've got daughters.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be nothing like Sexyy Red.
So you're gonna let them watch Sexy
I
Red
don't
and
want it to
listen
be
and be like,
I
my
said-
coochie
I don't want it to be
hole
nothing like-
something.
I don't want it to be
Coochie
nothing like
breathe.
Sexyy Red. If they're like their mothers, I'll be happy because their mothers. I've chosen their mothers. I've chosen a good.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit at work. I don't want to do 5 push-ups. That.
Okay.
You want to say the word?
Baby mama.
Okay, that's 10 push-ups.
I have to say it.
And obviously the way, like I said, the way she portrays herself, I don't want my kids to follow her.
Yeah.
But I wanted to look at her and be like, I don't want to be like that. I wanted to know the difference between what makes sense and what doesn't make sense.
Hypocrisy, thy name is
Yeah, but
men.
you should be able to look at it and like know what's bad. Like, I want to be able to raise my children to a way they can look at it and say, nah, I don't want to be like that. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm looking up what not to do.
So
Yeah.
you're not gonna stop them from having access to Sexyy Red, but you want them to be able to, even if they listen to like you, because your kids can listen to rap music and not go out there and start getting.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You do understand that, like, what you see to be popular, you see to be desirable. And a lot of the time, whether you want it or not, you subconsciously will follow that example. That's why you see a lot of these girls from the age of 11, they've got nails longer than their fingers.
But I feel like you
You
should
know,
be,
something
you should be
that wasn't
exposed to
seen
it from
before.
early so you know what not to do.
Should it not be controlled, though? Like, adjusted and kind of...
You can't control kids nowadays with their smartphones.
Question, because one of the first times I was exposed to Sexyy Red was seeing her in a clip be performing in a school. Should that have been allowed?
Hey, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. So, higher school invited Sexyy Red to perform
So who
to all
authorised
their
that
kids.
to let her get in the
So
school?
would you co-sign that? Would you want Sexyy Red performing at your kids' school?
What song does she even have that is clean enough?
I wouldn't mind.
Maybe I'm being
I'll be
ignorant.
honest, I wouldn't mind. I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind because you should be able to. You
here's the
should be able
thing,
to.
right?
you know
I
what
want to say no, but honestly, I wouldn't even care.
Because here's my thing, right?
I just wouldn't.
Here's my thing. Like, so if take away the judgment of whether she's good or bad, just categorize it. She does adult music. She lives an adult life. We don't put
She's
adult stuff
herself
When I was
around
sex,
children.
Yeah, but I used to, bro, like
It's
I used to
true.
listen to adult music when I was in
Exactly.
school.
I
We're
know,
talking
but
about- we're talking about
listening
double
to
standards
it-
as well.
But this is the thing. Music has always been about extremism. Like, there's lots of stuff in the old stuff in some of the greatest rappers that we used to listen to that is grotesque. That if certain man said those things verbally in front of us, they would get rushed instantly.
No, but I don't think it's the same with women. I just think, look, one of those double standards is when it comes to, it's like, I don't want to hear women rapping about their I know, I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. But at the same time,
That is a double standard.
at the same time, men rap about a whole load of stuff that women probably have no time for, and we could discuss it, and that is a double standard that's happening. So, Sexyy Red is here because of all the women that have come before her. Sexyy Red is here because of feminism, okay? Sexyy Red is here because the double standard where you can't shame within our community. We need to bring back shame. This is the problem. What's happened? No. This is what's happened.
I'm about to agree with you, son.
Before, we used to shame people, and now it's like, oh, don't shame people. Mental health. No, we do need to think about some people's mental health, but the moment that someone does something and you want to critique them, everyone said, oh, be kind, because, look what happened to
Yeah.
Carolyn Flack. I ain't got time for this. That's what I'm saying to you, because you can't keep using excuses for people's behavior, and then things happen and everyone uses mental health as an excuse. There's choices and trade-offs for your actions.
Yeah, 'cause basically, I was going to touch on what you mentioned about feminism. The thing is with feminism, it was hijacked by the sexual movement. The women's movement was hijacked by the sexual movement. I don't know if you heard of Sue Ellen Browder.
Yeah.
Wrote the book Subverted. And basically, she spoke about how, same way that Instagram influences young girls nowadays, back then it was magazines. In the 70s, 80s, 90s, it was magazines, in particular, one specific magazine who Sue Ellen wrote for, and she basically explains how the women's movement was hijacked. So even like concepts like abortion and being at the forefront of the women's movement, that came from two men pushing the concept on a prolific feminist writer. You know, so like these things, it's not organic. It's by design.
Yeah.
You know, and I think taking time to understand that and seeing how we can take control of the narrative after the fact is very
That's
important.
true. But it's hard because, I mean, there's a million double standards, and actually they kind of make the world go round. Like, for example, why are you going to send a girl to work in an oil rig? Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
For example.
I want my daughter there.
So here's the thing. But feminism and equality states that you should send your daughter on the oil rig. Why wouldn't you?
To be honest, I
wait.
would go for the
But
experience.
no, but what I'm saying, like, all of the things that women have fought for are the reasons why your daughter should be on an oil rig, okay? Whether or not you really think she should be on there, that's not what we're speaking about. We're speaking about the right to be on an oil rig. So
I guess it comes down to like the physical, the biological,
guess what?
physical, like,
because men and women
superiority of
are
men.
different.
Exactly.
Men and women are built different, and men and women have different interests, and that is okay. Women tend to want to be in different types of sectors than men, okay, and that and it shows up in what they pick and their choices of what they go into. So when they talk about the gender pay gap, there's no gender pay gap. It's been disproven. The reason why there's no gender pay gap, it's been disproven, is because you're looking at industries. Because if you go and look into the oil rig industry and the rest of it, it's not highly proportional of women, but women are not going in there. In actual fact, when we speak about we always say that we use this example, men built the world and the infrastructure and the rest of it. It's just to remind women that men are needed, okay? And this thing, you rely on men you've never met before every single day of your life to facilitate you having a good life. If you break down on the side of the road, who do you expect going to come to you? Is it going to be a man or a woman?
No, it's true.
It's gonna be a man, yeah?
Mind you, though, I can fix things.
But that's not what we're speaking about. That's not what we're speaking about. So we're just trying to show the double standards.
I got another one.
Wait, I just want to ask, kid, are they fair? Are they fair? Double standards. Do we need them?
At my job, I do railway maintenance. I honestly don't think women could do what I do because we're walking with sometimes 40 kilograms in each hand. That's like a battery, which is about this big more time. We've got to put it in bags and walk a bit. Maybe like, it varies, 200 meters, 300 meters, up and down stairs, up and down escalators, it varies. I've never seen a woman working there. And I don't want to see a woman working there because I'm thinking, It's a lot.
But do they hire women
We
there, though?
struggle. Maybe. I
Maybe
haven't
they
seen
just
any.
don't go-
And
they
I've been
don't
there for like
apply.
3 years. I haven't seen a woman yet. I've seen women doing like the admin side of things.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them doing the physical side of things.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Because guess what?
Usually.
Women tend to want to be more at those roles, right? And guess what? That's also
That's all
fine.
right.
But do you
That's
think
okay.
that's a woman tend to, or do you think that's like society kind of structuring it that way? Because I would say I would rather have my child be in a nursery with a female carer than a male carer.
Well, what we have to ask ourselves, how many males are choosing to go into the care work sector? It's not about what you prefer, is what represents so it represents more women because that tends to be a more
natural one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't mean that men can't do it because there are men that do it, right? But the percentage is going to be higher to women because that's more in their nature. Just like If it's going to be more construction, if it's going to be more this types of stuff, it's going to be men. It's the council is full up of women, but who picks up your bins?
It's a man.
Women can go for that job. In actual fact, there's an incentive for women to go into these jobs. But the reason they don't take these jobs is because men and women are.
I'm gonna break my nails. I'm gonna smell
You
bad
know,
in my hair.
even up to something like gynecology. If my partner was to go and
That's wild.
do you know what I mean? And there's a man in there, I'm gonna be like,
But it's full of men.
Yeah. It's male
Dominated.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, let's relax because it gets to a point where you can kind of filter out your personal and you think professional. Okay?
No man's going
mean-
up inside my girl like that with their hands.
Okay, cool, fine.
my point.
Let me tell you another one.
I'll do it myself. I want to come in there. He can guide me. I'll be like, listen, you're gonna just.
Where do I go left?
Yeah,
or right?
that's
Which
it.
one?
That's supposed to be there.
I
Let me
feel
just.
something
You
like
stand at that end,
Let
and
me
I'll be
t-
at this end.
They said don't go that way, this way.
which hand goes in like this? Has to be like this now.
Then when I'm outside there, I'll just clap her cheek and say, "You done good." Babe." To get me, make her feel good. I'm not having no other man do that.
But you do know
Watch
your partner's
this
anatomy
one.
down there. You do know it quite thoroughly. So yeah, exactly.
Watch this one. I'm gonna set you guys up to explain my next double standard. How many times have you asked a girl for money for your trim?
What?
How many times have you asked a girl for money for a trim?
Never.
For a shape?
No.
Never.
Double standard right
ball
there,
off my head
see?
before I do that.
What the girls get done every month by
yeah,
a lot
nails
of
in
men?
there, yeah.
Nails. How many times do women pay for your meals?
It depends who asks.
On a date. This is not your girl yet. How often does a girl pay for your meals?
I'm paying.
Yeah. Oh.
It happens.
damn.
It happens.
Okay. Who carries most of the shopping if it's you and a girl?
I'm gonna carry that.
Yeah.
I'll take every bag I can carry. Yeah.
If there's a bang on the door and there's
Who's
a loud
getting
crack.
up?
But
It's you.
but if
And this thing, most men don't have an issue.
But
with
I
things
don't have
like-
a problem
If
with
the
that.
ship is going down, who's going?
But the
first?
problem, see. Okay, so here's
But
the
I'm
thing.
just saying, I feel bad for y'all a
The
little
problem,
bit.
the problem arise. I have
that's
no
at the
problem.
beginning though, but go on.
I have no problem doing all of that stuff. But if the double standard is, if I do all of that stuff and you don't give me something back based upon it, yeah, that's the problem. That now makes me into a simp.
I was just about to
Okay,
say
did you
that.
get me?
I was just about
So
to
I'm
say
saying
that.
to you,
Just about to say
all
that.
of the things you
right.
stated, I always want to put this out. Like I actually believe that man should provide and do all these things. But along with the things that I say a man should do, there's some things, requirements that I want women to do too. And this is where people tend to go the opposite way, is because the double standard is she wants all of this thing from a man. Then as soon as a man says, okay, cool, this is what I want you to be,
He's like, no. What you mean?
go to the gym. I can't believe you said that, Chyna.
Dare you?
How
You
dare
just
you?
Make me feel so insecure.
I was 80. What?
You're not a man.
I listen,
You're
women, and one of the reasons I say to go to the gym is not because I'm trying to shame, it's
for
because
health, bruv.
you go to the gym for yourself. You don't go to the gym for men. No.
You
go
look
to
good.
you look good, you feel good, and when you step into that room and you go get that dress, you go get that dress and
The
you
way
put
it
and you go
falls.
shut. And women are competitive. Other women are gonna compliment you,
Yeah.
okay? And on top of that, go to gym with your partner. This
Yeah,
is
I
not
was
about
gonna say that,
saying
yeah, I was gonna
go
say
by
that.
yourself. Go
Yeah.
to gym with your partner and man them.
fun.
Don't be
Gym
walking
days
around
are
with
the
no
one, you know.
walking
Gym
around-
days are the one.
No, you need
They
to
are
go,
really
like,
cool. I
yeah.
used to work out.
It's
with
nothing
my
like that. So, is it a hypocrisy, or can we consider that we need double standards? Would you trade some of the ones that you got?
Oh, okay. What would I trade?
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, do you think that we would trade them, or do we need them?
We need them. I don't really care for some of them. Actually, I care for all of them. Even the sexual. Yeah, I think we need them. It is hypocritical only when people are deciding to complain that they exist. Because, like, bro, you enjoy your ones, I enjoy my ones. We're victims, but also we are winners in our own way. So that's where the
Yeah.
hypocrisy is.
I agree with her because they are needed. Like certain things like sex, women just can't be with 100 men.
No, it's
and
a lot still.
in Islam they say one woman can bring 100 men to hell.
What?
Yeah. that's
What do they mean?
Which
But can you
is-
explain?
So, for example, you're an attractive woman.
Yeah.
She can sleep with whoever she wants in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Out of wedlock.
I
for
could be an attractive
example.
male. They might say, nah. But
That's
she
true.
can easily say, yep.
Okay, like what I was saying earlier on.
that's
Yeah,
true,
yeah,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
true.
And easily, in Islam, it's taught that sleeping with someone that's not your wife
Yeah.
is wrong, and it's a major sin. So it's almost on the level as killing someone.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that one woman could bring 100 brothers.
Easily.
To
With
hell.
just a smile.
But I know some of my akis that be doing that still.
Do you see?
I don't know.
Do you see?
I'm saying, I don't
They
know.
will risk it for a chocolate biscuit.
This is my point. So double standards are definitely needed.
Yeah, what about you, man? Double standards, would you trade them or we need them? Do we need them?
I feel like we need them. I feel like it helps us to love our partners more thoroughly. The more we try to fight to say, no, we're the same, the more we're going to butt heads and force ourselves into narratives or versions of life we don't enjoy. So let's say a man is more likely to not want his woman to be dressing too revealing or what have you, whereas a woman might say, no, you're in great shape, you better flaunt that. You know what I mean? Like these are actual conversations I've experienced, you know? And I feel like it's just being aware of that. We are different, we want different things, so let's love our partners in our different ways. And so that we can love them thoroughly, not force ourselves into society's narrative or the media's narrative. Let's just
touch
pay
on
attention
that subject quickly.
Yeah, go on.
My ex-partner, one time I was out. I wasn't even doing anything, but I had no top on.
Why did you not? Why won't you top off?
Wait, what's wrong?
Wait,
You have to explain. This is wild.
Yeah.
Can I let me
Go on.
land?
Was it even?
Oh, also, topless men, double standard. You can take your top off as a man. As a woman, you can't.
Oh, come on.
Nips
nah.
and that.
It was really hot outside. I was in shorts, obviously trainers, whatever, and I had my vest tucked into my shorts, hanging out,
Thinking you're bad, basically, showing off your abs.
basically. And then I got a message from my partner saying, "I need to talk to you." So I'm thinking, what have I done now? I'm thinking, what have I done?
Bro, can I just stop you for a second? That is the worst thing you can ever say
telling
to
you.
a man. We need to talk. Nothing in my life good has ever come from the. Basically, all my relationships have ended with "we need to talk." Anyway, carry on, bro.
My day was ended like that.
Carry on.
The sun just went down straight away. Basically. I was like, what's
Feel
going
you,
on now?
bro.
I phoned them, said, "What's up?" Yeah, someone said they saw you with no top on. I'm like,
Hey.
Wow.
okay.
That
What
traveled
now?
fast.
How would you feel if I did that? I'm like, let's be real.
Let's be
now.
real.
Let's be real. Let's be real. I was like, you really call me for that? That no one saw me with no woman, no nothing going on. You saw me with no top on, and it wasn't even you. It was your friend. I was like, nah, this is crazy. That's what I was talking about.
question.
That's a serious double
Oh,
standard.
do you know how bad that
So
is?
let's say she articulated that in a calm, pleasant way. Would you have been willing to put on a vest in that dynamic?
Yeah, 100%. I would say it's how things are said to me.
Right. So I feel like, and this is another thing, like how we communicate our differences or what our preferences
Yeah.
matters a lot as well. Because a lot of people, when they're upset about things, they forget that this is someone who's going to remember this conversation for the rest of the relationship. And am I going to insert nuggets of resentment or nuggets of pleasantry into this communication?
I can see you're good at your job. I can see why you're a love coach. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm the goat.
sense.
But there's another double standard there. By now, you should have called your girl, "You're insecure."
Yeah, because men don't really throw that phrase out too
They
tough.
don't. They don't.
That's gonna end in an argument. That's not gonna end.
Yeah,
nice.
of course.
You can't tell me you're not secure.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You gotta control your mouth as a man. Another double standard.
So, Mr. Love Coach, quick. So tell me. So what do you guarantee I can find my bae? How much? How much?
What's
it cost?
his problem? What's his problem?
How much it cost?
What's his problem? Not about
Because
the money.
no,
Tell
do you know
us,
why?
what's his red flag?
No, because I just do you know why? Because I'm just thinking to myself, innit? One of the double standards is that, you know, obviously like I feel as if women can go to love coaches, they can go to all of these things, but as soon as a man does it, they're like, bro, what the hell are
Oh,
you
do you do it for men or for women? Or both?
I would say majority of the people I speak to are women, but
Interesting.
but yeah,
Sorry.
there's still wisdom that can be shared with men also, and I feel like you said, there can be a bit more stigma around men getting help,
Yeah.
because there is a bit of a thing around men not being just naturally awesome with women or awesome with the opposite sex and whatnot, which majority of men are not. Like, there's so many key skills we have to learn, but two things that all men expect to, even within themselves, expect to have is just being able to fight and be able to be good with women. And truthfully, most men are trash at both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite safe to say that we all agree that double standards are important. they needed. None of us are trying to get rid of the ones that play to us. There might be a few ones that both men and women might believe that the other party shouldn't have, but such is life. So yeah.
Do you know what?
What?
In what you just said right now, I know what you can do accountability on today. Tell me how y'all have been abusing your double standards as men. And it doesn't just have to be that I've been banging bad things. It can be anything else. But I want to know how you guys have been abusing. Take accountability. And I'll tell you mine at the end. Mine's going to be funny.
Abusing?
How do you abuse your double standard, your benefit of being a man?
One that's weak.
One that you use.
I got one.
Don't listen to her words, man. She just makes everything sound evil. Just use one.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make me a villain.
Yes.
I would say that I back when I was single, like a few years back.
Very back.
Don't get me beat up by my girls. But yeah, I would say that I felt more free and comfortable at communicating that I was talking to more than one person than I think any woman would.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I could be telling someone on a date on Tuesday how my date on Monday went, while I was giving her advice for a guy that she's just met and who she's going to be meet up with again on Thursday. You know what I mean? I felt more comfortable in that than I think the average woman would.
Okay.
Kid, what about you?
I say being the breadwinner in a relationship.
Will you get rid of that?
No, this is where you've been taking advantage of that, huh? So because you get peas, you've been taking the
that's
mic.
not what you didn't let me. I still ain't landed.
Oh, sorry. I got a bit excited.
So, like for example, when it comes to getting home at a certain time, obviously I feel like I make the money, so I shouldn't have a time to be in.
Never.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? But if it was that way around, and she was making the more money than I am, and she came in at a certain time, I'd be like, yo, what's going on here?
Well, she needs to be home so she finished making the money.
So I've definitely abused that.
And cooking.
and I don't think it's ever going to stop.
And putting the kids to sleep.
See what I'm saying? He's still going.
Triple standard. Sorry.
Tell me yours.
Let
me get really mad at you. Come on.
Not really mad.
Let's go. Let's see you. How you been abusing the power?
I'm not abusing the power. It's just a double standard I have.
Definitely abusing the power. Come on. I know you.
I don't abuse it.
You're naughty.
I think it's just... I just don't believe I have to answer to women the same way they need to answer to me.
Ooh, no wonder you've been talking rubbish to me all this time. Now it makes sense. It's your double standard. I don't blame you. Okay, I understand now.
But I don't, it doesn't mean you can't have a voice. No. You can speak. But when I tell you to stop speaking, you need to stop speaking. Because ultimately...
Don't look at me like that.
No, when I tell you to stop speaking... No, it's because what I'm trying to say to you is that's the double standard. Because as a man, I want to cut the conversation and I don't want it to go any further. So you've quizzed us, so I'll leave you to take us out with your double standard.
Okay, mine is that sometimes I'm incredibly financially irresponsible because I know that one day my husband is going to come and save me and I won't need to worry about money because what is mine and what is his is mine.
My name is Chyna and this is
Dinalva.
And we have definitely spoken about the double standards. Guys, please like the video, comment, subscribe and turn on notifications and we out.
I hope this episode has got you thinking about exploring life differently.
Be sure to come back next time
where we're going to discuss more pressing topics in our society today. Are you ready to come back and get schooled again?
Whoa.
Come on, don't leave me hanging. Bye.